So I'm going to introduce Teren Carswell. He is from TGS Signature Barbecue Sauce, LLC. Teren is located in Coral Springs, Florida. He's a minority veteran-owned business, and he is committed to creating flavorful sauces and spices and herbs blends for families and friends to enjoy all year round. And when you're ready, Teren, it's all yours.
Thank you for the introduction.
You're welcome.
As stated, my name is Teren. My name is Teren Carswell. I am the president and chief executive officer of TGS Signature Barbecue Sauce. I am a veteran. I have been in the military for the last 13 years. I've also been in law enforcement / correction for the last 18 years and still counting. Let me see. TGS Signature Barbecue Sauce actually came to be when I came back from my deployment from 2019 to 2020. I was deployed, came back home. I had a couple of issues trying to adjust back to the civilian world. The world was ravaged with COVID, and me personally and my family, I was also devastated by a lot of the loss that I had. In 1 year's time, I had a loss of 28 people. 25 were family members, 3 of them were friends. My biggest supporter was my grandmother. Though she was up in age, that was still my heart. When I lost her, I just kind of went into a dark place. And battling and trying to come back and knowing that that's not me, I had a hard time when I lost her. So in order to help deal with my anxiety, depression, trying to get back into it, I've always made barbecue sauces. I always loved making them for family and friends, and I know that she enjoyed it. That was my safe place. And thus TGS Signature Barbecue Sauce was born, and that's how we came to be, how we came to be established. Let's see. TGS Signature Barbecue Sauce is a startup company venturing to emerge in the barbecue industry. Sauces and spices, dry rubs are essentially, excuse me, essential to many cultures. Sauces, dry rubs, and spices comprise 3% of the global market. By 2025, total revenue will be about $15 billion. By 2030, the barbecue industry is scheduled to increase by 5%, with the dominated regions being North America, Asia, Europe, Central America, and Middle and East Africa. Our guiding principles. We will strategize to focus on, focus and execute the plan with our organized approach. We will build lasting and strategic relationships. We will communicate clearly and professionally. We will cultivate a winning culture based upon honesty and integrity. Our business model consists of a hybrid method of retail and online operations, standardized to deliver our products wholesale, retail, and to the end customers.
Teren, your slides are, your main slide isn't showing. I don't know if you want to try to fix that.
What was the last slide you saw?
Well, we're seeing I guess it's the forecasting months 12 to 36 on your customer reviews.
Okay, hold on. Let me close it out and then reopen. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Mimi. I thought it was just me.
I just didn't want to interrupt you.
No problem, man. Sorry for technical difficulties. How's this?
Better. There, we can see the first slide that you had.
Our accomplishments since the beginning of TGS Signature Barbecue Sauce, we rolled out a classic and the original style sauces with a minimum of 1,000 units. Wholesale is available. In the process, we also rebranded, changed our entire look to be more bolder, excuse me, more original. We increased our brand awareness to create a new and differential brand identity into the minds of the consumers, the investor, prospects, competitors, and the general public. For record keeping purposes and accounting purposes, we do utilize GoDaddy and Square.com to assist with automating sales and invoices for efficient use and time management and record keeping. We have introduced our products into Walmart online, Facebook Marketplace, Instagram, Etsy, eBay. Tentatively, we are going to be scheduled with having our products on Amazon Direct. Our Carolina Bowl sauce is scheduled to be released May 2023 with minimum orders of 1,000 units. Our objectives are to maintain a steady growth in our current product sales and expand our catalog. TJ Signature Barbecue Sauce, we have over 20 items. We do have about 15 barbecue sauces, 2 dry rubs, 3 hot sauces, excuse me, and a blend of spices and herbs for everyday use. Forecasting for the next 36 months. Again, to continue and increase our brand awareness and introduction to the Florida Index of the top 5 distributors, our pop-up shops, corporate events, local festivals, and farmers market. This past weekend marked our 1-year anniversary. We had an event at one of the local ale houses in our area. The turnout was great. Talking to the manager and excuse me, the regional manager, what we've decided to do quarterly, they have allowed me to actually come there, place an order for about 300 to 400 wings, and with their customers, showcase our sauce. They have a corporate meeting actually tomorrow, and we're in talks in regard to actually having them purchase wholesale to get our products out there locally. If all goes well, Ale House has said that they have about 110 nationwide, and we're hoping to do business with them. That was unexpected. It all came from our event on Saturday, and it was great. In my local area, in our resident, they have a pop-up shop, I guess, within the community. Outside of selling barbecue sauce, I also barbecue and cook on weekends to help get it out there. So we've decided that I'm also gonna jump in and excuse me, participate with their pop-up and getting the sauces out there. Again, that was unexpected. It all just came from a tournament that they had yesterday, and it came up. Introduction of TJ Signature Barbecue Sauce in the distribution companies of the North American Index. These are our customer reviews. You guys see the screen?
Yes,
Okay.
we can see your pricing strategy.
Oh, no problem. Currently, each unit is priced very competitively. As a new business, we are comfortable with our current pricing. However, we do understand the pricing metric. It ranges. Our prices are between $8 to $13 per unit. Again, wholesale is available. That's not included in this slide, but it is available. We're projecting within the next 3 months to drop our rubs. We're working on that. Again, pricing is great. We won't have any issues with that. It will be also available in wholesale. Pretty much the company summary: professional, courtesy, reliability, and demonstrate a commitment to sustainability, staying relevant, innovative, and maintain a positive business crediting, develop a powerful reputation for excellence as a nationally recognized brand. This concludes our slide. Contact information. My number is 954-420-6805. And at the end of everyone's presentation, if anyone is interested, I'll also shoot you an email with all of the information that you may need. And if you have any questions. That's it.
Thank you, Teren.
Yes, thank you.
If you all have some questions, you can put them in the chat. If not, we can wait until the end for those questions. Next, we have Bob Portogallo from Portogallo Peppers and That. He's a wholesaler and distributor of his own brand of jar condiments, including spicy peppers, hot. I don't know how to say it properly, Bob.
Giardinera.
Giardinera. Sweet and spicy peppers. And he is on shelves in over 200 retail stores in Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, Maryland, and New York. And I'm going to hand it over to you now.
Okay, thank you, Mimi. Thanks, everyone. So as far as Portogallo peppers, just a little bit about myself. Robert Portogallo, I'm retired Air Force, 2004, 21 years service. Born and raised in the Pittsburgh area, went to Point Park University, and left Pittsburgh for a while, went out to Chicago, back home. So that's me on the left back, how many years ago? 20, and me on the right. So trying to stay the same. The hair is a little bit lighter in the hair though. So anyway, little story after moving back to Pittsburgh from Chicago in 2015. As many of you know, in Chicago area, Italian beef sandwiches are very popular, and the condiment they use on their sandwiches are Chicago style giardiniera. Moved back to Pittsburgh, we couldn't find anybody who sold it here really. So I decided, I've got a little canning background, developed my own recipe, and decided to give it to family and friends. Prior to doing what I'm doing now, I was in the printing and promotional products distribution and as a safeguard distributor. So I thought it'd be kind of neat to put a little label on a jar and give it away to friends and family. And everybody encouraged me to start selling it at farmers markets and festivals. They wanted to buy it. So we dabbled in the farmers markets and kind of took off from there. So to date, we're now in over 200 grocery stores and specialty stores, including Gordon Food Service, independently owned Giant Eagle, Shop and Save, Fresh Time Markets, as well as others in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio, New York, and Maryland. And we're continuing to grow. So our product offerings, as Mimi touched upon, we have the spicy giardiniera, which is our most popular brand. The hot giardiniera for people like a little more heat. Sweet and spicy banana peppers, that's our second most popular. It's in a red sauce. And olive muffaletta, which is a newer product. They all come in 16-ounce jars. The muffaletta does not have any peppers for people who are sensitive to peppers, so we've had a request for that, and that's been popular. And also in the spicy giardiniera in the Ohio, Pittsburgh, well, the market we're in right now, we do food service in the gallons. We have quite a few hot dog shops, pizza shops, hoagie shops that use our product in the gallons in the spicy giardiniera. And we also sell to consumers direct online at peppersandthat.com. So we've got quite a bit of presence on Facebook and our business page and personal. So people requesting, where can I get this in North Carolina? So, well, we're not there yet. We're hoping someday to be there. We're down in Florida. We had an order last week from somebody down in West Palm Beach, and we're not there yet, but they can order online for consumers. So our goal is to partner as a supplier with grocery store and supermarket chains to retail our products to consumers. We currently work with distributors in our area and also do direct store delivery. A good contact we'd like to have would be a category manager or buyer with these partners that are in grocery stores and supermarket chains. We have the capability to expand the continental United States, and we appreciate that opportunity. As far as my contact, once again, Robert Portogallo, you can email me anything, any questions you may have at bob@portogallopeppers.com. Cell phone, if you notice the number 312, that's the Chicago number. When I moved back, they never changed it back to 412. And then we have our business line, and our website's available there too. So Appreciate everybody, all your time, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thanks, Bob. And Nancy's asking, and I'm going to throw it out there right now. Do you have the veteran-owned logo on your jars?
Oh, yes, I do. I'm sorry to that. Let me get back to the share screen here.
I thought you did.
Yes, I do. Let me get to so notice on here, the left of the logo we have, you see the veteran-owned business logo. It's very small. It's tough to see.
Okay.
Can you see that? Sorry about that.
I can see an image, yeah. Very
Yes.
good. Thank you.
Well, thank you for letting us use your logo too.
Of course. All right, so now we are going to Kelo, Makelele, and RedTrace. RedTrace is a cyber intelligence-driven cybersecurity information technology and management consulting firm, primarily focused on assisting commercial, federal, civilian, DoD, and U.S. intelligence community clients. I'm sorry, I'm reading too much here. I'm going to let you go ahead and take over,
All right.
Kelo.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? And can you see the slide?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the introduction. And we'll go over RedTrace's capabilities overview. So we'll cover the company background, founder's bio, company profile, the services we provide to our clients, our select strategic partners and clients, some select statement of work examples, select past performance, staff overview, kudos we've received, and key takeaways. So as mentioned, RedTrace is a cyber intelligence driven cybersecurity, information technology, and management consulting firm, primarily focused on assisting our commercial, federal civilian, Department of Defense, U.S. intelligence community, and U.S. intelligence community clients achieve mission success by proactively identifying and mitigating cyber threats. Across the bottom of this slide here, you can see some of our certifications. We're NaVOBA's certified. We're a service-disabled veteran-owned small business through the certified by VA and SBA. We're an 8A firm. We're located in a hub zone. We're on the GSA contract schedule. We are a graduate of Syracuse University's Institute for Veteran and Military Families, EDGE. We are ISO certified, and ISO is International Standards Organization, so it's a governing body for all businesses that are in the IT management area. We're headquartered in Maryland, so we're also certified through the state of Maryland. We've been granted entry into the tech incubator at University of Maryland. And we're also a graduate of the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses Program. A little bit about myself. Again, my name is Kelo Makelele. I'm the president and founder of RedTrace Technologies. I'm a retired U.S. Army Signal Call officer. After retiring, went on to lead cyber efforts at PricewaterhouseCoopers, which is one of the big four consulting firms, and Booz Allen Hamilton, which is a major defense contractor. I've led the NSA, National Security Agency Joint Red Team, which is conduct offensive network operations on target systems. I served as a liaison officer from NSA to the United States Cyber Command, which is the Department of Defense premier cyber organization. Stood up the FBI's first ever cyber red and blue teams, and we're still delivering on that work to this day. I've also served as the Defense Intelligence Agency Cyber Intel lead, and a whole host of other accomplishments that are not on here. And I maintain the key cyber certifications. Company profile is some of the pertinent data information for the company if needed. This slide here can be distributed to potential clients. Services. We provide our main lines of effort are cybersecurity, management consulting, intelligence, information assurance, and information technology. Digging into the cyber vertical, we primarily provide red teaming, which is adversary emulation, penetration testing, and vulnerability assessments. Then we also provide the blue team, which is that advise and assist, where we sit side saddle with the network defenders of target organizations and show them how adversaries gain access to those networks, and so that we can shore up their defenses prior to there being an actual breach. We provide management consulting, and that's program and project management and business process reengineering. Our next key vertical is intelligence. So we provide signals intelligence derived analysis of adversary threat systems and tracking of advanced persistent threats. And so those are adversaries and actors that are trying to gain access into networks, be they state-sponsored or criminal organizations. And we also provide risk management framework support. Some of our select clients and strategic partners are the Defense Intelligence Agency, the Department of the Army, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, some intelligence community partners, clients I won't name, and Chevron, which is one of the leading oil and natural gas corporations. Firms that we often partner with and hold contracts and subcontracts with are Booz Allen Hamilton, Guidehouse, which is formerly known as PricewaterhouseCoopers Public Sector, ECS, and Mantech. Some select statement of work you can read here, but we provide penetration testing to the Department of Defense and the intelligence community. Provide security intelligence, IT engineering to DoD and IC members as well. Provide incident response services to the intelligence community. Threat monitoring, threat intelligence, both IC, DoD, and commercial, and vulnerability management on the commercial side as well. And again, this is speaking to some of the past performance there. Staff overview. All client-facing staff and business leads are TS cleared. So what that essentially is, an in-depth background checks have been performed, and they're continuously reviewed on all of our staff. So you have a high level of confidence in them. We hold industry-leading degrees and certifications. And keynote is about 90%, that's 92% of the staff are veterans. Across the bottom, you can see some of the certifications that some of the team members hold. Here are recent staff kudos. This is just for some of our intel analysts, cyber intel analysts, and they're coming. These notes of congratulatory notes are coming from the Department of Defense, from the intelligence community, and other partners, or clients, I should say. Key takeaways: we maintain a TS, a top secret facilities clearance. We're located in the vicinity of Fort Meade. Fort Meade is the home of the United States Cyber Command, the National Security Agency, and the Defense Information Systems Agency. So, you know, we have work in those organizations. We're co-located, and those are as the nexus, the home of cyber operations for the U.S. And the last slide here, you can see my contact information. Again, my name is Kelo Makelele. Phone number is there. My direct cell is 917-292-2776. And my corporate email is kelo.makelele@redtracetech.com. And this slide can, in this entire deck, actually can be distributed if requested. And that concludes my brief.
Thank you so much. So we had 3 great presentations today. And also, Nancy, we need to send over to Teren the veteran logo for his barbecue sauce and the spices coming out, so he can utilize that.
Yeah, we talked about that and he received it last week.
Oh, okay. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. And do we have any other questions, comments from the audience at this time?
Good afternoon. Hey, Mimi, Brian Hall here, and excellent presentations. I felt like I was listening to the Sunday jazz, if you will, with Kelo. But good stuff. You make cybersecurity sexy. A couple things. One is on the food side, on the products, particularly the peppers and the sauce. This is maybe not just for you that are the entrepreneurs, but this is probably for NaVOBA as a family, if you will. And that is when we look at that category of food, what is it that we can do that can bring perhaps some of these products together in a room for a kind of a collaboration? That's just a thought I'd throw out there, and I'll actually bring it up in one of our next NaVOBA meetings, perhaps, that we can think about how to address some of these as categories. And that could be that we give a presentation space just simply focused on that, so that we could perhaps bring folks into the room that might be just specifically focused on food products and services. I did order from both of you, so I'll give you some personal feedback once I try those. I do have two questions that I'll ask, and I'll put my email in there for either three of you that would want to respond. And that's, what do you have that you don't want? And what do you want that you don't have? So I'll put that in the chat, and I'll, like I said, you can email me directly or respond if you feel like you've got a response for the crowd here. But thanks for your presentations. Thanks for your service. And that I'll sign off now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments?
Hi, y'all. This is Chuck. I wasn't sure if those questions were going to be answered prior to me jumping on, but thanks for the presentation. I'm now hungrier, and I feel like I'm more secure at the same time with cybersecurity. So thanks everybody for the presentation. I did have kind of a broad question for all three presenters, and then a separate one for Kelo. But just broadly for everybody, just curious, anecdotally, how's business, how's the economy treating you guys as a small business? Are the headwinds positive, and are you seeing kind of traction in terms of your customers and your market and kind of the efforts that you're making? And then to Kelo, I'd like to hear just a quick POV or perspective. Been a lot of talk on AI. I'm kind of a little bit in the tech space, and so I'd love to hear your perspective, particularly working with DoD and some of the federal agencies on the aptitude of our federal agencies as it relates to AI. Thank you.
All right, so I'll tackle that. So for us, business is great. This is booming. Actually, no, being facetious there, but no, we're doing well. We actually just got another win today, right before this call. But it's doing well because malicious activity is on the rise, and for the foreseeable future, we do not see a decline in that as we move to a more net-centric environment for our everyday lives. Everything is pretty much transitioned to the online method. You can't operate today without being online, be it by banking or just getting regular services, be it gas, electric, paying your bill, anything like that. As far as AI, ML, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and augmented reality, the certain elements of the government is open to it and embracing it. Some organizations are more forward-leaning and looking at how to defend and actually utilize those new technological developments to their advantage. The DoD being one of them is on the forefront. And so we actually have some work in the process with them right now. We're finalizing the agreements. So yes, it is good.
Anyone else care to comment?
And just, yeah, just on the other two, I'd love to hear your perspective on how business is going. I would have guessed that the security business is booming, given all the malice programs out there. But I'd love to hear how the peppers are going and how the barbecue sauce is going.
Hey, Teren, do you want to go first or?
You good, Rob? You can go. You can go.
Okay, yeah, just as far as it's just having oh boy, trying to be everywhere at once. It's kind of tough. So in order to get our product out, we have to rely on a distribution network. And one of our challenges is in many of these grocery stores is understaffing. You have so many products out there on the shelves, and trying to find these products and keep them on the shelves and having our distributors recognize that it's been a challenge. So we get quite a few calls, I do personally, saying, hey, we're looking for your peppers. We used to get them at this market. They're not on the shelf. So that's the challenge. There's a shortage of workers in the grocery store industry. And that's the biggest challenge I find. And, you know, to be everywhere and make sure our products are on the shelves, that's our challenge.
Gotcha, thanks.
One of my biggest challenge, or the biggest challenge that I am having, is actually just getting it out there. Locally, we're doing well. You know, again, I'm the sauce guy, and I prefer to be behind the scenes and make the sauce and just have it out there, but I have to get it out. So what I've also done is, like I said, incorporating barbecuing on the weekend. Everyone wants the brick and mortar location so that they can actually come, sit down and eat. That was never really the goal. It was just to be the sauce and the spice man. So now I'm taking on different roles to try to make TGS successful in all aspects. So that's where I am right now. As far as the grocery stores and everything, I've spoken to a lot of people. I've been to maybe about 6 or 7 different stores down here on my end. The biggest issue that I'm having, everyone loves the sauce, but we're not talking about shelf space. We're not talking about getting out there. Hey, I'll come, people can sample it, taste it and everything. Just getting that opportunity to do such. So that's where I am with that.
Gotcha. Thanks y'all for sharing.
Hey, Mimi, it's Nancy. I do have a question. It was great to hear Kelo share that he had a recent win. Since we have a few minutes left in today's schedule, I'm wondering if any more of our veteran businesses who are on the line have a win or success they'd like to share. Don't be shy.
I'm sorry.
Also a good time.
Can you repeat
Go ahead,
that, please?
This is can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Charles Howard with Chaztown Beef Jerky. Hello, everybody. Good morning or good
Charles.
afternoon. Hello. Yeah, it's been quite some time since I've presented, but I do want to appreciate the 3 presenters today. Number 1. I guess number 2, for being a fairly new business owner myself. A small success, you know, you take those with a grain of salt and you build on them as you possibly can. And actually just recently was able to get my product into the Seattle International Airport. And that was a significant achievement just by myself, because that was something I had to do solely, something outside the realms of having a distributor or any outside supporters to help in that endeavor. And that was a serious obstacle, a significant achievement, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So I just wanted to share that 2 cents since you did ask.
Mm-hmm. Good, thank you.
But it was, I must say though, it was that probably would not have come to fruition if it weren't for the recognition of NaVOBA. So I did want to throw that out and give you credit where credit is due for supporting me and my business and giving me these type of engagements to continue to learn and move forward and move ahead from there. So thank you.
Well, congratulations and thanks for saying that, Charles. We really love to support our whole NaVOBA family, and this is a great opportunity for sharing. So thank you Thank you for telling us about that. Anybody else?
Hey,
I
Nancy,
did-
this is, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry,
go
Andrew. I
ahead,
was just
Andrew.
going to say, I just put the beef jerky website there as well for you. Go ahead, Andrew. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No worries. This is actually my first time participating in a call. And it's great to see that a lot of other veterans are going through the CPG trials and tribulations, as we all know it. But I wanted to say, I've been in business for just a little over 2 years now, and we have all learned some pretty significant lessons. And the bigger you grow, the more expensive and costly that those mistakes or lessons learned become. I just wanted to recommend, if y'all haven't tuned into this before, this is one of the most valuable podcasts, and they record them. They're done on Fridays at 4:30, but it's a co-founder or CEO for a product called Genius Juice, and his name is Alex Bayer, and him and the VP of Center Store at Fresh Market, Wade Yenny. These two are the hosts of the show, and it's an hour long on Fridays at 4:30. If you can't tune in because it's Friday, obviously at 4:30, go back and listen to them. I've avoided so many mistakes just from listening to these podcasts, and I'm not through with all of them. There's probably 60 that they've done that I'm still getting caught up on, but they'll always bring on a host, another CPG manufacturer supplier, just to kind of share their story. Watch out, providing watch outs. There's a lot of good insight on, food shows and that investment, or avoiding them altogether, whatever it may be. So just wanted to share that as a quick, some insight, and I'll put the link in there. It's called CPG Vibes.
That's great. Thank you, Andrew. And since we're on the topic of products on the store shelves, a number of you are already connected, but I want to make sure that everybody else is aware of Range Me. Range Me is a site where retailers frequently search for new suppliers, new products, et cetera. And a lot of our suppliers came to NaVOBA as a result of being part of Range Me, but it's Range Me, RANGE.com. And there's a free version as well as a subscriber, a paid version of some sort. Check it out if it's something that you think might help your business. As I said, a number of our veterans are already working through Range Me and enjoying some success. So I just wanted to remind everybody about that, and I'll put it in the chat.
Any other comments, questions, concerns today?
I just have a comment in reference to my successes for the year. I have a great team. In the beginning, trying to get everything together and get all the pieces and everyone together, it was very rough, it was very hard. But it actually worked out with the current team that I have. My first sergeant, who became friends outside of the military, she helped and assisted me finding a great consulting company. Through them, we've helped build out the company from the business plan to our marketing strategy. They have given me some good leads as far as getting my stuff developed, as far as the marketing and the advertisement. I ended up meeting a great, I'm sorry, let me make sure I get her title right. She is a social media marketing consultant. And she has done everything from helping develop my website, doing things on the back end that just kind of help me get in place, because they share my vision and my dream, and that they have truly been a blessing to me. So I feel great because that was one of my great successes for this year.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Well, also a good time to remind you all that since we're presenting today, you should go in and make sure that your profile in the database is completed. And same with our corporate friends, if you all can make sure that your profiles are completed. Anything else, Nancy, you'd like to share for today?
I think that's it for me, but thank you so much. Great job, everyone, today. And thanks for sharing your experiences. I like hearing the conversation. Thank you.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good rest of the week. Thank you.
Thank you.